And now, back to the Splash, live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live. I'm Tyler Kieft here at the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show with a couple of Michigan artists, Ron and Loraine Baker out of Owasso, Michigan. Clearly, you can see behind us all these different workings of wood. And so tell us a little bit about your art and some of these different boards you've created.
We've got several different types. This is a Lazy Susan with different oak and aromatic cedar and gray elm. This is an ash Lazy Susan. We have folding tray tables. These are trivets, hot pot holders that are tested to 400 degrees temperature. These are cutting boards that are very hard maple, hickory, and padauk wood out of Africa. We have chest tables here. Of course, serving trays, different types of serving trays. So it's something we do on a retirement that's been fun.
And so you said you started this when you had retired. How long have you been creating these pieces?
Well, this is our third year.
Wow, and then these are quite amazing pieces too. You can see that they're very well finished and they have a design to them. Each one of them is unique. So what's your process in creating these different boards?
Well, first you have to get the wood, and then you have to cut it to the right width and thicknesses through the planer and saws, and then we cut them into, all these are rhombuses, 30-degree rhombuses, and all have to be identical size so they fit together. And that's kind of the trick, is that as long as they're all identical, you can mix and match your woods and come up with whether you're making turntables or TV trays or whatever, they're all the same size, and so it's something we enjoy to do, but it's nice to make, but then you gotta get rid of them, so we come to shows to sell them.
and so where did the rhombus come from in this design process? Was that something that came from sort of trial and error, or was that a specific decision?
We were on a trip into Guanajuato, Mexico, and the family member we were with had a table with this design.
Yeah, he said a local artisan made his table
out of mesquite wood. And we started looking at it, and we said, these are just rhombi, 3 rhombi put together with the grain going different directions, make a cube look to a 3-dimensional look. And so, I said, I can make that. So we started just playing with it, and then it's kind of mushroomed into this.
Yeah. And so it was woodworking or carpentry or something along the lines. Is that something of a skill that you had before you started venturing into art, or was this a completely new venture?
This is pretty much new venture that we developed, the skill and the interest.
I should say he's a jack of all trades, really.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, these are quite amazing pieces for someone that's been doing this kind of art with this sort of design and this sort of effort that goes into it for just 3 years. And so you're out here at the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show, not too far away from home in Owasso, but getting a chance to get out to these shows. Is this your first time at the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show?
Yes, it is. Yes.
And what about this art show attracted the two of you to come out here today?
Well, we've been to Michigan State and Kalamazoo and Brighton.
Yeah.
So we thought this would be a nice area to come to different areas and have more different people see our work.
And Ron, you said Loraine is really the vocal aspect of this art. You're the artist, she's the talker. So for both of you, what is this art show experience like for you? What do you enjoy about it?
I think mainly it's the people. Whether they buy something or not, it doesn't matter. It's the interaction with the people. We have not run into any buddy that we wouldn't want to rub elbows with. Everybody, not only here but in all art shows, they seem to be so friendly and engaging. And like I said, whether they buy or not, that's beside the point. The point is to have a good experience, and we're having a really good experience here.
And we're having a good experience ourselves here in their booth at the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show. You can learn more about Ron and Loraine's art by visiting hotworks.org, where you can get more information about all the artists that have been at this year's Orchard Lake Fine Art Show and those that will be at these art shows at the end of July each and every year in the future. Ron, Loraine, thank you both very much for joining us.
Thank you for coming in. That's awesome. Thank you.
It. That is going to do it for our coverage from the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show on today's edition of the Splash Live. Again, all the information, hotworks.org. You can always join us out here in the last weekend of July each and every year, right here on physical roads, Powers and Daly Road in West Bloomfield Township. We'll come back with more news and information from around the community next on the Splash Live.